What's up, everybody?
Here we go again. We are live. Conversations with a Pitbull Live TV. Hello, everyone. Hello. How
What's
you doing?
What's up, everybody? Oh, I'm doing great, man. Just had a great week. My birthday just passed.
That's right. Happy birthday, sir.
So I'm the old dog now. I'm gonna start counting backwards. They say 37 is the new 20. So
you got many to go before you start counting backwards, man.
Right.
Hey, want to say first, thank you for being here. This is episode what, 5?
Yeah, it's our fifth go around at it.
5th anniversary.
I think next time we'll have the other hand to start counting on. So
that's right. The only show on the internet, radio, TV, around the world about pit bulls and dogs all overall, but mainly pit bulls. And so, you can think of us as it's like Howard Stern for dogs, because we do it all. We talk about it. We don't have strippers, but we work on that. But we do have bitches. We have bitches on our show, but they're dogs, female bitches. Speaking of which, I have a special announcement to start the show off with that you don't know about. Everybody, that I want to announce that we have a new addition to the Conversations with a Pitbull team. It's been Danny and I, but based upon everything, we want to add a new team member, and from here on out, this is a world announcement. Da, 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 da. Rosie, the dog, has been added to our staff, so Rosie has a chair here every week.
Yeah, the response was great from our show last week with Rosie and all her fans tuning in via Skype and Facebook and chat rooms. So, whenever we can, we're going to have Rosie come in and update you guys, not only with what's going on with the show, but things that are going on in her life and whatnot. And we just want to thank Cinnamon for bringing her through last week. It was awesome.
Right. So I'm putting together some killer stuff. Rosie will have her own segment. Number one, it's going to be Word from Rosie, and she's here every week if Cinnamon can get in. We know our schedules are, and Cinnamon may get with us before the show is over and give us an update on Rosie's schedule and health and all of that kind of stuff. But, because this week I know, I'll let Cinnamon go into that. But the bottom line is she's fine, and she's a new member of our staff, and so we got Rosie TV,
Tell everybody out there what we got up for this week. What's going on? What do we got? Who we got in the studio? Who we got calling in?
It's a great show. Today we got Ben and Boss in the studio with us. Boss, the surfing pit bull. And so they're going to be, we'll be talking with them. And
how you doing over there, Ben?
Oh, we're good. Boss is a little antsy this morning.
And we also got our buddy Fred Cray from Pitbull Legal News is going to chime in with us, give you guys some updates as to what's going on in the Pitbull community, in the dog community legally. We also have our friend
Patrick Bowler from the Pitbull Advocate Show. And I'll tell you about Patrick, but he's a special friend. When I started the whole Conversations with a Pitbull pitch and the whole thing, trying to get people to pay attention, Patrick and his show was very, very kind to us, and they gave me a lot of opportunity to tell the world, and I want Patrick to come on. You guys know about his show, so you can listen because he's on Blog Talk Radio. It's great.
You also got your friend Laura.
Yes, Laura is going to call in, and she's got Therapy Dog. So we'll be talking about Therapy Dog today, and Laura's in Valparaiso, Illinois, and she's doing a lot of stuff with Cheryl and the Pitbull Bully Walk. It's a national thing, so we'll find out about that. But before we start everything, I do want to say two things real quick. One, just have a moment of silence for all the dogs that are going to die while we're doing this show around the world and the country. And enough of that, because we're like New Orleans. Okay, we give the sad part, but now we're going to party, right?
And we'll be right back. We're going to go pay some bills with our sponsors, Pitbull Energy Drink. And when we come back, we're going to chat with our buddy Ben and Boss the Surfing Dog. So you guys stay tuned. You're watching Conversation with a Pitbull Live.
Conversations with a Pitbull Live. a show about dogs, the people that love them, and real issues. Brought to you by Pitbull Energy Drink. Available in a wide variety of flavors, guaranteed no aftertaste. CWAPB Live will be right back after this dog fact of the day. Ancient Egyptians revered their dogs. When a pet dog would die, the owners shaved off their eyebrows and mourned aloud for days. Please support your local rescue groups. They do more to support your community than any others.
Yeah.
Hey guys, we're back.
Hey.
As you can see, we've been trying to update and improve the show. Those are some little commercials that we started putting together to try to add some spice and pay some respects, and thank you for the support from Pitbull Energy Drink. They've been so supportive of us and what we've been doing to get the word out. So those little dog facts are things that Foster and I created to help promote the movie, and never let any media go to waste. So
that's right.
Added it to our little commercials and stuff.
Right. So, and we're supposed to have surprise special guest in the studio, and I think he's on his way. Mr. Herb Hudson, the owner of Pitbull Energy Drink, and very
He's a busy
heart.
man. So if we could get him in the lab, that'd be awesome.
That'd be great. So stand by. That might happen at any second. So this is important. Before we get to Ben and Boss, as many of you know or may not know, today around midnight or tomorrow, the end of the conversations with the Pitbull Indiegogo campaign is ending, and everyone who has contributed and supported in many, many ways, I want to thank you for that. We'll be in touch because we got news, and it's not the end of the campaign, it's actually just the beginning. We obviously we didn't reach the goal of the $200,000 needed for the matching funds, but I have word, and I can't speak officially on it, but we're making a movie. We will be getting the movie done. I got to make some adjustments. We got some love out there, and I want to thank everyone and people saying, "Hey, relaunch it again." So stand by. You'll all be hearing from me on that on the latest word. So thank you so much for.
Yeah, it was a good experiment too. I mean, just for us to take an attempt to try to raise funds for a movie in a different way than you would traditionally is it was something that we embarked on, and we took our shot at it, and I think that it's successful even when you just begin to do it.
Right.
And so thank you for everybody out there that helped us and tuned in and contributed and whatnot. And like Foster said, we're straightforward, baby. We're going to get it done, and we're going to get it done together. We want you guys to be a part of it as well. So
right. And, and the economics isn't the judge of success, because it's been a tremendous success in reality. We wouldn't have this show if it hadn't been for that campaign. We didn't ever get the national publicity, a shot on NPR, the shot on NBC, ABC, anybody talking about, because, pit bulls, we're trying to uplift the exposure, uplift the knowledge, educate the world about pit bulls, and take away this whole bad rap, the bad attitude, the bad news with pit bulls, the way people see the breed. So we're gonna
doing it in an entertaining way. Sometimes it takes a little bit more than just a simple pitch to somebody. So, but we feel pretty happy with what happened, and again, just want to thank you guys out there for contributing and helping us with that dream. But it's going to get done, and we're going to help save some of these dogs' lives, and you guys are going to do it together with us.
That's right. So stay tuned on Facebook for all the latest updates and everything. And also, everyone subscribe on YouTube, Foster's Animal World TV. We need the subscribers, and that's where all the latest word will be coming from, as well as on Facebook. Thank you so much. Let's get to Ben.
Yeah, we got our bud Benny in the house. How you doing, Ben?
I'm good. We're good. Thanks for having us.
Tell us a little bit about yourself and your companion over there.
Well, my name is Ben, and I got my buddy Boss here. Rescued him about 3 years ago today, 3.5, from Villalobos Rescue Center. And I got him surfing pretty much right when I got him, because I've been surfing since I was 12, and I knew I had to take him with me one day. So now he surfs on his own board in his own contests, and we have a blast doing it.
We Skyping. So what has Boss been up to, Ben?
Lately we just been traveling around, showing that pit bulls are great dogs. At every dog event we go to, adoption events we hit up every weekend. Try to get other dogs homes as well, and just relaxing and hanging out.
Yeah, well, cool. Thanks for coming in, and because we need a dog in the studio all the time. So, hey, now I know Boss was supposed to be in one of the Rose Bowl parades, man. What happened to that? 'Cause, he was like,
I know they did have a casting call. I'll say 2 years ago.
yeah, because I was there.
Yeah. Oh, you were. Oh, nice. I didn't get to go. They did ask us to come there, but he had knee surgery 2 months before it happened, and the vet said no, he couldn't make it over there. So we didn't get a chance to do the Rose Parade, but we still do the contests. We still go stand up paddleboarding every free day we got, and he still does his thing.
Cool.
He's a little camera shy right now.
Yeah, well, that's right. He keeps turning away. It's like, hey, man, we want to see that good-looking dog. I don't know, Ben, if you're familiar with, but we had somebody on the show last week, Monica Turner, and I want to just remind all our fans and all the Facebook groups and everyone out there, that's a special mission for me. So make sure, all the groups. I know we have a lot of dogs out there we're trying to, save and get rescued and everything, but I definitely want everybody, please, let's help Monica place her dogs, okay? That's my personal quest and the show request. It's very important. Rosie's a new, member of our team, and I know you guys have done a lot of stuff helping Rosie and with other dogs and other missions and other needs. But let's all jump behind Monica and help her place these dogs, because she's got more to do and more worries that she needs to take care of other than, trying to place the dogs and stuff. So if everyone could do that, it would make me very, very happy. So are we close to Fred?
Fred's going to be chiming in with us in a little bit. I wanted to get into this paddleboarding thing. You're talking about, we're taking it kind of casually that you got a surfing dog. Like, that's not an everyday thing. How did Boss get into being the surfing dog?
Well, I took paddleboarding with me on my 11-foot paddleboard, and he loved it. He likes the water to a certain extent, but he doesn't like swimming too much. So when he was on the paddleboard with me, he was just checking out the scenery, the seaweed got his attention. Saw a sea lion, he tried to jump in after to say hello. And the first time I took him paddleboarding, I jumped off the board and I pushed him into the surf and swam next to him, and he did a 180 on the board and took it all the way into the sand. So, and I thought it was the funniest thing in the world, seeing him surf. I'd never seen a dog surf before. And then I found out it's really popular. A lot of people do it. There's contests involved. And that's how we found Surf City Surf Dog. And I've been doing their contests, helping them out with events, getting the word out.
What type of events do they do?
They do awareness for cancer events, walkathons, marathons, and dog surfing, of course. Here and there. It's all for charity. It's a really good group. And Boss is still a little camera shy for some reason. I keep looking over.
And we gotta play some. Next time we'll have a soundtrack with some waves crashing and stuff, and then we'll step our game up and make sure he's comfortable as he can be. We're waiting for Fred to chime in with Pitbull Eagle News. He's an advocate, but he's also like an expert when it comes to being knowledgeable about what's going on in the community and what we need to be abreast of, while we're on air. One thing, go ahead.
No, the other thing, guest we had on the show a couple of weeks ago, Ernest Harden Jr. He mentioned the play that he's doing, Beethoven and the Miss Fortune Cookies. That's playing. It opened in L.A. and it's been some great reviews. So if you guys can check that out, it's playing at the Met Theater in Los Angeles. You can go to their websites on Saturdays from 8 p.m. and Sundays at 3 p.m. It's a great, great show. Everyone really needs to see it. And that's Ernest Harden Jr., Beethoven's Misfortune Cookies. All right?
Oh, yeah, that's right. He is going to have a cool show.
Killer. It's a one-man show.
I'm waiting to get mine up, one day, my one-man show. Right now, I got to roll with the wingman or whatever until...
Oh, my God. I saw that one-man show. We don't want to see that.
Yeah. Fred, if you're out there, be sure to try to Skype in with us. We're having some issues with getting your call. But right now, we're going to play a video that we had prepared, and we'll be right back. You guys are watching Conversation with a Pitbull Live.
That love them and real issues. Brought to you by Pitbull Energy Drink. Available in a wide variety of flavors, guaranteed no aftertaste. CWAPB Live will be right back after this dog fact of the day.
Ancient Egyptians revered their dogs. When a pet dog would die, the owners shaved off their eyebrows and mourned aloud for days. Please support your local rescue groups. They do more to support your community than any others.
Hey, that's right. We're back. Conversation with a Pitbull Live. We're gonna get Fred to Skype in here with us real quick, and but before we do that, we wanted to play a quick little video for you guys so you could check out what we've got going on. Let's go ahead and fly that in for me, Ryan. You guys stay tuned.
Hi, my name is Drayton Michaels. I'm a certified dog trainer and behavior consultant, and I was certified by the San Francisco's SPCA Academy for Dog Trainers. This short film is to help all pit bull advocates and pit bull dog owners, and for that matter, all dog advocates that have a better approach at contacting the media about dog bite incidents. As most people have access to the media these days with cell phones and computers, it's fairly easy to get a hold of the media, and by giving them proper information, we can replace the myths, the memes, and the misinformations that get attributed to dogs and dog bite incidents. The better we are at representing dogs and educating the public and the media, the better the media will be at reporting on dog bite incidents. Remember, it's up to us dog people to protect the dogs, because if we don't do it, no one else will. Many times the media simply does not know what to ask. By asking them to find out proper, relevant facts, we can better determine why bite incidents occur. When we start educating the media, then in turn they will educate the public. This way we reduce sensationalism and make it about education and empathy for everyone involved. How to conduct your communications with the media so that we accomplish something. Always copy the producer or editor-in-chief and the parent company that signs the paychecks. Never, ever be disrespectful or angry, no matter what. Use facts. Facts trump feelings. Don't use other breeds as examples of aggression in dogs. Keep it short and to the point. List the criteria for fatal and lethal dog bites. Ask the media questions that will help to educate them and the public as to why the incident occurred. List the criterion for fatal and lethal dog bite incidents and ask the press to find out if any of these were present in the incident. Function of the dog. Was the dog for protection, fighting, breeding, guarding? In other words, a resident dog, not a family companion. Negligent or reckless owners? Was there a history of substandard pain training, not recognizing behavior issues and treating them humanely, not socializing the dogs, keeping the dog fenced or housed 24/7? Was there a history of loose, roaming dogs? Adults not supervising children is often a criteria in fatal incidents involving dogs and children. Between 1965 and 2001, there were 90 fatal incidents involving quote-unquote Pitbull-type dogs. 50 of those were due to parental negligence not supervising their children around dogs. Dog is chained or housed or fenced all the time. This creates frustration, anxiety, fear, aggression, and unsocial behavior. Was the dog spayed or neutered? Between 2000 and 2005, there were 131 fatal dog incidents in the United States. 92% involved unaltered dogs. Were there multiple dogs involved? Between 1966 and 2005, 30% of all fatal dog incidents involved more than one dog. Domestic violence? Was there a history of domestic violence in the home? Franklin County, Ohio showed that the zip codes with the most domestic violence had the highest percentage of dog bites. By listing this criteria and asking the media to find out if it was involved in any of the dog bite incidents they report on, we can better understand why the dog may have behaved the way the dog did. Use the CDC statistics for dog bites. The Centers for Disease Control state the following facts. On average, every year, 25 people die from dog bites. There is a 0.0002% chance of a human being bitten by a dog dying. Out of the 4.5 million bites reported yearly, fewer than 200 require surgery or major medical attention. Breed and media reports are not an accurate way to determine the potential for dog bites. In conclusion, a dog's history and environment are the main factors in determining the dog's soundness and why the dog acted the way it did. Human behavior is the biggest variable in a dog's training and socialization, and it cannot be removed from the equation. Once humans are better educated, dogs will be better behaved, and there will be a better understanding of dogs by the media and the public at large. I hope you've enjoyed this educational film and it's helped you become a better dog advocate. If you have any further questions, please contact me, Drayton Michaels, through my website, pitbullguru.com. This has been a Canine Sun Media presentation.
All right, that was our buddy Drayton Michaels.
That's right.
Giving you guys some information on when these dog bites occur, how to deal with the media. I mean, dealing with the media sometimes is it's so difficult, but he laid it out so well. We want to thank Drayton for sending that video to us. We do finally have our buddy Fred Cray on the line. Fred, are you out there?
Hello, Fred.
Yes, I'm here.
How are you, sir?
Well, I don't know why this video isn't working, but we'll just have to check it out.
Hey, well, no problem, because, as my mother said, Fred's not much to look at anyway. So, hey, that's all right. Yeah, but we're going to work on
it. It may be better that you don't sing.
Yeah, right. You got a face for radio. But no, I'm disappointed because I know you got a new camera and lighting and everything, and we wanted to see the new Fred. That's a beautiful thing. Hey, but before we start, I wanted to say real quick, anybody in Portland area, there's a bully walk today at 6 o'clock at the waterfront or waterport or something like that. I haven't been to Portland in a little bit, but check about, go online, find out about the Pitbull, the bully walks, because there's one today at 6, and you guys need to be part of that. All right. So Fred, what we got, baby?
Yeah, what are we talking about today, Fred?
Well, let's see. I guess the most interesting story of the week is in Clay, Alabama. Clay, Alabama passed a breed discriminatory law without giving the citizens any notice. And they went there and said, hey, we don't want this law. We want to talk about it. And basically the officials said, we're not listening. We're cutting you off. And so I contacted the people who are in Clay, and we tried to get in a lawyer, and we did get a lawyer who filed an injunction. And this is how it always is so interesting about how the law works. So one of the things in this law says you have 60 days to register your pit bull, and if you don't, if they find it, they can take it and euthanize it. But if you do register it, then it's grandfathered in. So you're put in this sort of position where you don't know whether to register or not. So they filed a lawsuit, and the hearing on the lawsuit is this Monday. And just by coincidence, this Friday, the city said, well, we're not going to enforce it until the judge rules on it. So now prior to all that, prior to the lawsuit being filed, they were going ahead. And in my opinion, the ordinance is totally unconstitutional because it doesn't allow anyone to contest whether their dog is a pit bull or not. They have an irrebuttable presumption that if they believe it is, it is. So basically, They're taking your property and there's no ability to contest it. or even prove they had the right to take it in the first place. So
yes. So Fred, so what is going to be the end result in that? I mean, is this something
what can we do to
they can go to the Supreme Court or kind of
what's going to happen, and this has happened to me in cases where I've had filed cases like this. What the city attorney is the one who has to make a decision as to whether or not they should enforce this thing, and he's already said he doesn't think it's an enforceable law. But you see, the city attorney cannot make the government follow his recommendations. You'd think he could. I mean, that's what common sense would tell you. Hey, you're paying a guy to give you the right advice. Wouldn't you follow it? But I've had guys say no, they don't want to change it. And what happens is you go before the judge, and the judge will say something like, look, Mr. County Attorney, I'm going to rule against you. You better go back and tell your people to change this. And that's when it changes.
Cool. Okay. So, is that it, Fred?
Yeah, Fred.
There's one other thing that was a pretty amazing case. We talked about dog shootings last week. This week we had a case where somebody got bitten by a bull mastiff, and they got a $1.1 million settlement, meaning they didn't go to court, but they basically the attorneys agreed to pay that to the victim.
Wow.
And the reason that happened, I mean, you might immediately think, wow, that's a lot of money. That's an outrageous settlement, et cetera.
Yeah, that's
But what happened in that case is that this dog, whose name is Kong, had bit another person before this, bit another animal before this, and 8 911 calls had been made about complaining about this animal before this biting took place. So as a lawyer who would defend this case, you can see would be very difficult to defend. I mean, this is a long history of should have known that this dog was dangerous.
Yeah.
And so they had policy limits of 1.350 million, and they settled for 1.125 million. And essentially what happens in that case is the attorneys ask for the policy limits, and the defense attorneys say, well, can you save me a little off that? And so they settle for something just below the policy limits. The medical bills were $100,000. The injuries were fairly severe. But for those of you who think, wow, that's a big settlement, I would really be afraid to try that case in front of a jury with all this previous activity that the dog had before this. I mean, he should have been something should have been done about this. The first time he bit another person, the first time he bit another animal, the first time they called 911.
That's true. Well, Fred's our Pitbull legal news expert. Fred, tell them when your show is on and how they can get in contact with you.
Well, if you want to contact me directly, my email is Fred like in F like in Fred, M like in Mary, Cray, my last name, KRAY @gmail.com. Our Blog Talk radio show is on every Tuesday night at 8 o'clock. This week, we're going to have on Ian the Pitbull, who was in Fruitvale Station Quarter. So that will be interesting to see, to meet that dog. And we're going to have on John Emsminger, who's going to talk about whether or not it's proper for someone to stop you because their dog sniffs marijuana, the drug dog sniffs marijuana in your car.
Wow.
So if you Google Pit Bulletin Legal News Radio, the show will come up and it'll take you right to the link.
Awesome. Fred, thank you so much for tuning in with us. That's our buddy Fred Cray.
That's right, because
with Pitbull Legal News, and it's really important for us, besides trying our best to entertain you guys, to really get some critical information out there and let you guys know what's going on and where the front line of the battle is being fought. These issues are popping up nationwide, as Fred said, and we all have a responsibility to not only educate ourselves but also see what we can do to try to make a change. So thank you, Fred, so much for tuning in with us.
That's right. Because
all right, I'll check out my internet connection here.
All right, buddy. Thank you. Because the reality of it is, and Ben, you having a wonderful dog, just like I do. If you own a pit bull, you can need legal advice at any moment. Just because of the fear and the public perception of pit bulls. People just are stupid with them.
No, and if they're looking at it like property, like like
Yeah.
what Fred was just saying, and they're placing like an insignificant amount of value to your dog. I mean, anybody that knows a dog, it's like you can't put a price tag.
That's right.
A price tag on that, and especially you don't want these type of things happening to you when you least expect it.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's Fred Cray. We're gonna be right back. We're gonna pay some bills real quick. You guys are watching Conversations with a Pitbull live.
You're watching Conversations with a Pitbull live, a show about dogs, the people that love them, and real issues. Brought to you by Pitbull Energy Drink. Available in a wide variety of flavors, guaranteed no aftertaste. CWAPB Live will be right back after this dog fact of the day.
In 2003, Dr. Roger Mugford invented the wagometer, a device that claims to interpret a dog's exact mood by measuring the wag of its tail. Please support your local rescue groups. They do more to support your community than any others.
Right, we're back. You guys are watching Conversations with a Pitbull live. We got our buddy Patrick Bowler calling in via Skype. He's tell us a little bit briefly about Patrick, Foster.
Oh, well, hey, Patrick is, as I said, a very special friend of mine. When I started the Conversations with a Pitbull media movement, trying to get groups and people just to pay attention to what I was saying by trying to make change with education through entertainment. Patrick was one of the first media people, with his show, Pitbull Advocate, to give me any attention, show me any love in the first place. So I want everyone to know about Patrick's show, and they can, listen to it because he gives out a lot of information, and he's a very knowledgeable guy.
Very knowledgeable. I definitely want to talk to him. Patrick, are you out there, buddy?
Hello.
I'm here. Hello.
Hey.
How you doing, bro?
Good. How you doing, Foster?
Good. Is this
Danny?
the dog father himself?
I'm not sure where my webcam's at, Foster.
Oh, really? Okay, we see you.
We actually have a double screen of you. So
Yeah, we got two of them, man. Hey, so
Yeah.
start off the bat. Okay, tell everyone about your show, man.
The Pitbull Advocate, we're an online radio show over at blogtalkradio.com. We do just a lot like Fred does over there, but not so much on the legal end of it as what Fred does over there, which is great. We've had a few lawyers on in the past. Jennifer from the Animal Law Center has been on talking about a lot of the stuff going out in Denver and breed bans and so on. Our main focus is to rally the advocates and the rescues and try and promote them, what they do in their communities. We've talked to people. We've had Mary Quinn. I don't know if you know her. She's a little kind of she's out in Sonoma County, and she's a great inspiration as far as the work that I've done. So we promote that, and you get people on that have done work with rescue groups, advocates, and just promote the programs that they've got going as best we can. And put on a better image for the dogs that we know and love as Pitbull.
Right. So, Patrick, tell me this. Out of all the interviews that you've done, you stayed up on all the issues and the people doing different stuff. Right now, as it stands with the Pitbull situation, what's the most important thing? What can we all do? What do you think that the nation needs to focus on to help solve the problem and help, what's the issue right now that's important to you?
It's a lot right now here. I'll tell you, within the last 2-3 days, I mean, it's always there. We talk about the overpopulation of these dogs, responsible breeding, and trying to reduce shelter populations and so on. Dog Mother and I were at the Maricopa animal shelter just the other day, and I'm going to say 90%, if not more than that, were either a pit bull or a pit bull mix. We had senior dogs, malnourished dogs that have been horribly treated. whether they've gotten out, they've been loose for a while and maybe haven't been eating, or just maybe the conditions at home. And people are just leaving these dogs in the shelter foster. Strays, no tags, nothing. And I don't think that puts a good representation. I'm actually kind of embarrassed in a way with the way people treat their pit bulls around here.
Nationwide, baby. It ain't just around Nick.
Right.
Nationwide. I've seen some horrible things, and it's really tough. We're actually going to be going back today to spend some time with these dogs.
Well,
A
that's
lot of
what-
it is,
Go ahead.
we've got to. We talk about with your ad you had there, and as far as what we say to the media and the types of things that we say, are we saying the same things over and over and over again? What are other means that we can do to reach out to these other groups and take some of their ideas and stop the infighting and get a solid fight, for what we want, which is to rid ourselves of these breed discriminatory laws, the ways that our communities look at us. But you see the infighting and the competition between a lot of the rescues for recognition and resources, and everybody's fighting for resources. But it's not about the recognition, which is why I've always been doing the radio thing. I've always wanted to go to people like you trying to make your movie, people that are out there like Bad Rap, Mayday, and these other rescues that are just struggling. It's about them. It's about them. It's about the dogs. And that's really what we're trying to push over at Pitbull Advocate.
Right. Well, Patrick, I'm going to talk to you, and everybody actually about some things that I'm planning and people have talked to me about. We got some new news coming because I think I'm going to start a web series soon that kind of deals with the shelters. It's going to be something special. I'm going along the lines of we're going to do a Breaking Bad, man. It's going to be a Walking Dead kind of a show, a web series that you guys are going to love, and we can all get behind and make some difference. So,
Yeah,
Patrick.
that's one of the things you do, just get behind people. I think everybody out there that's watching Conversation with a Pitbull Live, I want you guys to tune into the Pitbull Advocate with our buddies Patrick. They've showed us so much love during our campaign trying to get this movie made, and it's all about support. They've had us on their show.
Absolutely. And you know what? Hey.
Where can we share? Let them know where they can hear the show, though, too.
Oh, he said that, but more important than that, the dog mother, Patrick and Nancy Jane just got married.
Oh, wow.
Surprisingly, they snuck that in on us. They didn't know. Hey, you guys, wedding present, I owe you. I want you both to come in the studio when you come into L.A. Join us. Thank you so much, man.
We'll be there. Thanks, Foster.
All right. Take care.
Hey,
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Are you there?
Yes.
Hey, that you were wanting that. We're Wednesday nights, 8 p.m. at blogtalkradio.com/the Pitbull Advocate. We've been doing this for just over a year. It was March in 2012 that we did our first show. It's kind of steadily growing. We've got some great people that come in and hang out and call in. Dahlia Keynes has been in with us. Always good to have you and her in, Foster.
What, buddy?
Also,
Patrick?
yeah, we had Gordon Shell in too.
Oh,
we had
yeah,
Gordon
that's right.
Shell
Hey,
was with us for a while.
And that's right. On that note, everybody, the Dogfighter movie's coming to a theater near you. Make sure you stay up on Facebook and stay aware
What's up, Gordon?
of him. Hey, Patrick.
Yeah.
I gotta let you go
Yes.
because Danny is kicking me under the table because I've run over again. I don't even own a watch. So thank you for joining us, and we're gonna get back to you later. We got Laura coming in.
Yeah, Laura, our buddies out there. She's gonna talk to us a little bit about these therapy dogs, right? Mm-hmm. But before we get to Laura, we're gonna go try to pay some bills real quick. You guys are watching Conversations with a Pit.
Budget.
You guys are watching Conversations with a Pitbull Live.
All right.
No.
Hi, my name is Drayton Michaels. I'm a certified dog trainer and behavior consultant, and I was certified by the San Francisco's SPCA Academy for Dog Trainers. This short film is to help all pit bull advocates and pit bull dog owners, and for that matter, all dog advocates that have a better approach at
CWAPB Live will be right back after this dog fact of the day.
Did you know a dog's shoulder blades are unattached to the rest of the skeleton to allow greater flexibility for running? Please support your local rescue groups. They do more to support your community than any others.
All right. Okay. So,
Ben, how you doing over there?
Good. I got a snoring dog next to me.
he sleep. It's all that surfing, man. That's seawater.
Yeah, he's awake. He's awake.
There he is, my man.
Just take a little nap.
So, Danny,
I'm looking at that the harness that you got on there. We had a segment last week with Drayton, who's an animal trainer, a dog trainer. It was talking about these choke collars and some of the importance of having some of these harnesses to take some of the stress off their neck. Yeah. So it's good to see you rocking the harness over there with Boss.
Oh yeah, I've never been a fan of the pinch collars or of course shot collars. I mean, harnesses make some dogs pull, which is a little disagreement a lot of trainers have, but a harness is perfect for Boss. Plus he can't wear a collar, his neck is too fat. But yeah, a harness, I could control him, I could get him out of a bad situation if another dog were to be loose. And it's the best harness we've been through too, the Easy White dogs.
It's not there.
Really good harness we got.
All right. So, we got a guest that's on, and I guess not, but okay. So, we're waiting on Laura to Skype in, and Ben, tell everybody about Laura, because you guys go back a little bit. But first, before that, Ben, tell everybody what your day job is, man.
My day job is kind of boring. Nothing to do with the dogs, really. It's just furniture, really. Either we wholesale it or I'm delivering it and Boss comes to work with me. Mm-hmm. So we have short days. We spend most of our time helping out rescue groups and throughout the week getting dogs adopted.
Mm-hmm. Was Boss on Pitbull and Parolees?
Yeah. I first saw him on the Villalobos website. Mm-hmm. And yeah.
Look at him.
He looked right at me. And I checked him out on their website. And I saw his bio. I loved it.
That's Laura.
I fell in love with the guy. And then
nobody on Skype?
Saw him on the show.
Skype? Nobody. Oh, okay. Okay, and so evidently we got a problem with.
We were trying to get our friend Laura, who deals with these therapy dogs, to call us in. So we'll wait to get her call. In the meantime,
I'm chatting.
You're chatting. Look at you.
Oh, you guys don't know. I'm so not the tech guy. I'm so not the tech guy, man. You know, and here I am. We're doing the show, and I'm trying to Skype chat with the people because people are hitting me up, and I never chat. Chat always related chat to porn. It was always like I go someplace and they chat me. I was like, wait a minute, I'm not paying $8.95. So now it's like,
you know what? I was when I was talking to you earlier this week. You were talking about how things were just blowing up with Rosie's participation.
Oh, God, I love that.
Last week,
ever since I held Rosie like last Saturday, amazing things happen, for the show, around everything. But it's on the note, though, since we're waiting on Laura, let me do this. Let me put a plug back in for Conversations with the Pitbull, because it's the last 38 hours of our campaign, and everything helps at this point because God, and I can't say what's happening, but it's really important to support. Is on that note, when you guys go to not just the Facebook page, but when you go to YouTube and you see the archive of the show and stuff, leave a comment. You know, say what you feel about the show. See, you know, whether it's important or not, positive, negative, whatever the fact. You know. But that helps us in what we're trying to do because, again, we don't have any budget, and I'm doing everything that I can. I swear to God.
But the show is really for you. I mean, we believe in the not only the work that everybody out there is doing, but also in the capacity for entertainment to help bring this message out. So as we grow, you guys are going to grow. I think while we wait for Laura, we got our buddy Joe is out there on the line too.
Is Joe here?
Hey, Joe, are you there?
I'm here.
Hey,
what's up, bro?
Not much. What's up with you guys?
Hey, man. Yeah, you got it. Joe, this is Joe, ladies and gentlemen, from Love a Pit Rescue. You know, Joe, what's your dog's name, man?
This is Dosha.
Dosha. Okay. So
my service dog, she's medical alert. You can text my epilepsies.
Wait a minute. I think she made your feet break up. Say that again. We didn't get the audio right.
Dosha is my service dog. She is medical alert for my epilepsy.
Oh, that's wonderful. And so tell us about Love a Pit, man.
Well, Love a Pit Rescue is basically founded for my love of pit bulls from Dosha, which was my first adoption. Our primary goal, of course, is to put out more well-behaved pit bulls into the community to help break the stereotype, save death row dogs, and to educate the public.
Where are you guys located at, Joe?
We're located in Yamhill, Oregon. We're approximately 40 miles north of Salem.
Oh, okay. And just on a personal note, how's that epilepsy going?
Since I've had her to keep me on track on medication, I haven't even had any breakthrough effects in the last 5 years.
How do you even get a service dog? Like for people out there that don't know, including myself, like what's the process like getting a service dog?
Well, by ADA's definition, which is federal, it trumps everything else. A service dog just has to be an animal that provides a service for you, i.e. picking up things when you drop it for mobility, picking up on a medical condition, of course, sight and hearing dogs. And they're not required to go through any governmental program. You can train them for yourself. I recommend to anybody, of course, if it's for hearing or sight, you have it professionally done. Then your only concerns as far as that on a service dog is if your local state government recognizes service dogs in training or not.
Okay, so Joe, if you can get out one message to the public, what is that message right now, brother?
The one message right now for the public is to give pit bulls a chance. Raised right or not, these dogs are very rehabilitatable, very trainable, very smart, and they can make the most wonderful pet that you've ever had. They're loyal. They will stick there with you through and through. Hi, Hunter. You want to come say hi too?
Yes. Get the whole family in there.
Yeah, you
man.
got a full house.
That's where we're at. You know.
There's Hunter.
All right.
But Dosha is a pit bull.
Dosha is American Staffordshire Terrier, and Hunter here is American Bulldog.
Because that's not common to have that type of breed for a service dog, is it?
It's not real common, just because of the reason that a lot of the general public is scared of them. But ADA does not allow discrimination against a breed. As far as a service dog, I mean, main thing is make sure they're well dispositioned, they're well behaved. You know, I mean, just as an example, when I got Dosha, she was 100% dog aggressive. We spent 2 years getting dog aggression out of her before we ever put a vest on her.
All right. Well, that's our buddy Joe. out there with his beautiful family of dogs. I think it's really cool to see the capacity for these breeds to provide those type of services for people in need as well.
Oh, exactly.
You know, kind of like what Patrick was saying earlier about like sometimes the shame that comes in of how dogs are presented. When you see a dog executing at this high level, it's got to do something to rehabilitate their image and to show the tremendous capacity that these dogs have. That's wonderful, Joe. Thank you so much for calling in, and thank you so much for your support for not only our show but our campaign. And we got your back. And just keep doing keep getting the good information out there, and we'll do the same.
All right, thank you very much, guys. I mean, I support you guys' message 100%. I mean, obviously, Foster knows we're on Pitbull Advocate most of the time with Patrick and them. Hi, guys. You know, so I mean, tune in, keep fighting the good fight, and we're standing behind you, Foster.
That's right. Thank you, sir. It's so appreciated. And I think what we're going to do in the future, we're going to do a whole show around, you know, those issues, the medical issues that we can deal with, you know, and educate the public.
Yeah, there's so many great messages that need to get out, and we're going to use this technology and our capacity for entertainment to get them out.
That's right.
Oh, sure. Anytime you guys want me on, just let me know. I'll clear a schedule spot for it.
You got it, sir. Take care, Joe.
You too.
All right. So evidently, there's some computer technology issues around Laura, either her connecting with us or us connecting with her. So that's going to be a future show. We'll bring Laura on and Piper.
Yeah.
And her dog Piper, a therapy dog who goes to, you know, hospitals and places where people are shut in and just, you know, feeling depressed.
But one thing that we do have,
what do we have?
That is not doesn't have a technology deficit is a video that Rita hooked up for us.
Rita Johnson, the other member of our staff.
Yeah,
the backbone of this production.
So she's got a video with this Dr. Dave, I believe his name is.
New segment.
Yeah, it's a new segment that we're trying out to try to get some real relevant information, because if you got filmmakers trying to tell you guys all the specifics and stuff, it's going to run awry. If you want to learn about cameras and how to make these dogs look great and how to put them out there, we've got that on lock. But
let's see
we have to go to the experts every once in a while to let them tell you guys some of the real things. So check out this new segment. It's called Dr. Dave, and you guys are watching Conversation with a Pitbull Live, and we're drinking.
Did you know about this?
Pitbull energy drink. What is that?
Pitbull energy drink.
Oh, I know about it.
But check some out. See you in a minute.
All right, see you guys in a minute.
You're gonna love this.
Hi, I'm Dr. Dave, and welcome to Taking Care of Your Pet. It's so tempting to want to take your friend with you on those walks and runs, but the hot pavement and asphalt and even the extreme cold can be detrimental to your dog's pads. Their pads are like the soles of our feet. So remember, if it's too hot or too cold for you to go barefoot on it, then it's too hot or too cold for your dog to trot on it. Protect your pet by not taking them out in the heat of the day or in extreme cold conditions. If your dog's pads do become injured from the hot pavement, please take your dog to their veterinarian for medical attention. Here is some pre-vet first aid. Keep the pad area cool and clean, flush with cool water or a cool compress, and carry your dog to keep the weight off the pads. Your vet will decide if medications are necessary. Follow your vet's advice, and my advice is to keep your dog safe and out of the heat and cold. I'm Dr. Dave. Thanks for joining me, and please take care of your pet.
Hey, what's up, everybody? That was a cool little segment from Dr. Dave. Thank you, Rita. That was really cool.
Rita Johnson, guys, that's the behind the scenes of this team. You don't even see. You guys don't know about it. I haven't given her enough credit. But she's our support, man.
So look, we're up against the wall right now, but the show is all about trying to get these dogs saved and trying to help you guys out there in the rescue and the adoption community. So we've got our resident dog adoption specialist that's going to chime in with us, Paula Archer. Paula, are you out there?
Hi, guys.
Hey, baby. How are you
doing?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Good. So, again, Danny's kicking me. We're behind, so let's get right to it. Do your thing.
Okay, let's go. The first one we have up today is Blade. Blade is a 2-year-old male bulldog mix. He weighs in at around 67 pounds. He is heartworm negative. Look at those eyes. Those eyes are just pleading for somebody to love on him. Blade is in Waycross, Georgia. And for his email address, go to Paul's Pit Parade and you can get that information there. Next up, we have a beauty. She is 3 to 4 years old. Her name is Gilda. She's very friendly, playful, and eager to please. She's about 25 pounds. She's still small enough to be a lap dog. She is a lovely little girl who is waiting to be part of your family and bring lots of smiles and happiness to your life. She is in Chipley, Florida shelter. That number is 850-638-2082. Next, we have in San Diego, California, Prince. Prince is a 2-year-old male pit bull, and he's 68 pounds. He's good with other dogs. And as you can see in the picture, he just loves hanging out and chilling in the shade. He's a doll baby. He has his own video, and you can see that on Facebook. You can meet Prince at County of San Diego Department of Animal Services. Their number is 619-767-2675. Now, the next little baby that we have up, her name is Violet. She's a 3-month-old pit bull, and I'm happy to say that she is no longer in the shelter. She was adopted out on the 15th. So Violet has a new home, and she's probably playing in the grass. The next one we have, number 5 for this week, is Sandy. Sandy is located at the OC Animal Shelter in Orange, California. She's also 4 months old. She's pit bull mix. She's a beautiful caramel color of brown and has the cutest little face ever. She loves to play, and she is waiting for her forever home. You can call OC at 714-935-6848 for more information on how you can make this little cutie yours. And I would like to throw in there a special thank you to Carrie Rankness for the photos today, and Angie Stovey for courtesy photos from Facebook.
All right.
Last week we had Catalina, Pearl, and Doc, and they now have new homes.
Wow.
So
Yay.
There you go.
Hey, you guys out there in Pitbull land, Paula Archer and her friend Carrie, they went hard in the paint this week. They got some cool photos of these dogs so that we can even if 10 people see and you see a dog that's local in your area, it might make a difference. And we're doing what we can, and it takes people like Paula and her friend Carrie to really help us and get these pictures out so that these dogs can maybe find a home. And just to hear that some of these dogs are actually finding homes, whether it's, I'm sure it's in a small part due to the show, but it's really on the frontline efforts of Paula and the wonderful groups like her. So one of the things that we did do on our outro is we put some of these pictures of the dogs that the new dogs that need your guys' help in our outro and Paula's contact info. So if you guys want to have your dogs featured on the show, you got some dogs that need rescuing, you can hit Paula up at Paws Pit Parade on Facebook. And thank you so much, Paula. You guys tell Carrie we said thank you so much, and we love you guys.
That's right, everybody. Next week we'll be back, and you can tune in, and archive show is going to be up, and I'll let you know. Go to our page, Friends of Conversations with Pitbull Film and Media Group. Next week, with a lot of good stuff coming up. Stay tuned. Remember, Conversations with a Pitbull on Indiegogo. Our last 38 hours. We need you. Ben, boss, thank you so much for coming in. Mr. Hudson, we missed you. We want you in on the
You got
show.
any last words real quick, Ben?
Well, after this, we got to go to an adoption event up in Fullerton. Hopefully, a lot of dogs got adopted today.
Tell people exactly where they can get at you just so they know. And
Boss has his own Facebook at Boss the Surfing Pitbull, and now he's on Instagram at Surfing Boss.
All right.
And the people that we didn't get this week, Laura, we really want to get you on. Come on to the show and talk about these dogs.
Yes, everybody remember Monica Turner, and also ask locally. You can go to hiphopbev.com, look for Pitbull energy drink. All right, our main love.
Shout out to Dr. Doghouse, our guys at Power Dogs Training, and also want to give a shout out to our friends at Dogs Without Borders and every rescue group out there that's doing their thing. What's up, Gordon? What's up, everybody down in Miami and our people tuning in all over the world?
Can we get Dogs Without Borders in here?
Absolutely.
All right, that's your job.
Yeah, no, they're chomping at the bit.
That's right.
Thank you, guys. This has been Conversations with a Pitbull Live. Pay close attention to these dogs that are on the outro. They need your help. Help Paula and Carrie get these guys adopted. Take care.
One love.